Yeah, I think I can go ahead and start. Good afternoon to you all teachers. Thanks for joining again another Teach2Reach webinar. So we welcome you this afternoon. Please be advised that this webinar session is going to be recorded. So this is the third week of our webinar of Teach2Reach. The theme for this week is consolidation practice. My name is Lungelo, so I'll be the one who will be presenting on this webinar. Few housekeeping rules before we start the webinar is to notify you that this webinar will take for about 45 minutes, and would like to ask you to please switch off the mic and video when you join the meeting. Your participation and engagement will be appreciated in this session. And we also like you to please raise your hand and wait until we recognize your hand if you would like to speak. Q&A time will be given at the end also. Something to mention also before we start the webinar is that, as you know, that Siyavula is zero data rated by these three networks, that is MTN, Vodacom, and Telkom. In order for learners to be able to access our zero data rating, they need to type in the full web address of Siyavula into their internet browsers. And also, our website can be accessible in using the laptop and the iPad and the tablets and also the smartphones. On this slide, it's showing the teacher cycle diagram that we have created at Siyavula internally to show the cycle that you teachers are going through as you are teaching. As we know that most of the schools are four-term schools, and some of the schools are three-term schools. And within a term, there is a week cycle. And in those week cycle, you teachers, you bring about topics to your learners. Sometimes in a week, you can bring 2 or more topics. And out of those topics comes out the lessons that you give to your learners. And the reason that we are showing this is to show that Siyavula can be incorporated within your teaching cycle that you already have. It's not like it's a tool that will take you out or take you off your already cycle or teaching pattern that you are following. So last week we did, my colleague did a presentation on the set revision on a topic area. And also he spoke about using Siyavula to present a lesson on the topic. And out of those lessons, you can also use Siyavula as a homework tool or as a classwork tool. So now, for the purpose of this webinar, we will be looking at the set consolidation practice so learners can master the topic. So now, after you have presented the lessons to your learners, so now we're going to look how can you consolidate the information that you've already given to your learners through the lessons that you've already had with them. So this is the theme of this week, that is consolidation practice. Moving to the next slide. Now I'll be taking you through a live demonstration of how you can incorporate Siyavula as a consolidation practice tool. So you will be looking at the learner practice and also the learner work setting, and also the mastery tracking sheets that some some of you teachers will know that we had shared with you the mastery tracking sheets, and also we'll be looking at past papers, and also we'll be looking at the performance report. I would like kindly ask you teachers to mute while while I'm speaking, just for the purpose of the recording. Sorry. Sorry for that. Okay, so now I'm going to show you when you're about to assign a consolidated practice for your learners. Firstly, as a teacher, you are able to view the practice that the learners are seeing on their side. So on this visible menu on your left-hand side, on your teacher dashboard, you will notice that you also have a link that says practice. So when you click there, it's going to view the two subjects, that is maths and physical sciences. So you can teach on your particular subject that you are teaching. You can click on it, sorry. And also you can select the grade from which you would like to assign a consolidated practice. And then it's going to show you the content that is available on the learner side when they are practicing, so that you can be able as a teacher at least to have a point of reference to direct your learners, go and practice this topic under this certain chapter within the work that you have already covered with your learners. So on the learner side, for them to access the practice dashboard, they will come here to this quick link. This is a learner homepage. Click on practice maths, and then it's going to show them all the chapters that are available for them to practice. And then they can click on the chapter that you directed them to, and they can also click on the particular topic that you would like them to go and do practice in. If I may ask, on the teachers that are on this call, that which topics that you have already covered by now with your learners, you can just unmute and just indicate. I just want to select a topic that most of you or some of you have already covered with your learners. Anyone can go?
Maybe integers.
Integers.
Momentum, physics, momentum, grade 12.
Okay, sorry, let's go with Rose because she said first. She said integers. Okay, let's click on.
Okay, or mathematics. Okay, it's fine.
Yes. Yeah, we're going on integers, and then we select a particular topic that you already covered with your learners. If it's one or more topics, you can just let them know which topics they need to go and practice. Then they just click on a particular topic and then choose the symbol that correctly compares the number 9 and and -10. Okay. And then put the final answer. Then it's correct. Then you note that as they are practicing, it has this writing super work to encourage them. Select the correct symbol from the list to compare the number -50 and -55. Okay. So it's correct. So the learners, they have an option to say, try exercise like this again. This helps them to master the skill. Although it's not going to give them identical values or variables, it's going to give them different, but for the purpose of them mastering the skill, they can say, try exercise like this again. As you can see, now with 7, it's no longer the other ones. Or if they are content with answering this question, they can go to the next exercise and then continue with doing with their practice. So I also would like to point to you that learners, they can also set, or you can, as you can see that as they are practicing, they will accumulate stars. These stars are an indication of their mastery in that particular topic or in that particular chapter. So a mastery speaks of the learner progressing from basic questions to easy to medium and to hard questions. So you can, for example, if maybe you have covered this topic today and you want to give them a homework as a consolidation practice method, and then you can say to them, go and practice the topic counting, ordering, and combining integers and accumulate 2 stars. So at least now they have a goal they are practicing towards. And also, I just want to show you also on the learner side, they also have this goal widget where they can also set the goal for themselves as they are practicing. So this widget has 4 difficult levels. For the first one, it's warm up, which means that the learner needs within the week complete 10 questions and accumulate 200 atoms. We know that atoms, it's a point system. As the learners are answering questions correctly, they are accumulating more number of atoms. And then section stars, they are accumulating as they are practicing as an indication of them mastering the specific topic. And also they can move into a higher level that is put in a steady effort, and then or move on to a higher one, take on a challenge. And then as you notice that as they move to a higher difficulty level, the number of questions and the number of atoms and the number of stars they have to accumulate within a week, they also increase, and say aim for the stars. So they can set the goal for themselves. And then once they've set this goal, meaning that this is what they have to achieve in a week. And it might happen that they achieve this goal, but on the following week, this goal widget is going to start from 0 again. So, but the stars will not have disappeared. The stars will still show up here, but here it's mainly to encourage them to set the goal each and every week so that they can practice. Is there any question from here, teachers? Okay.
Yes, can I ask something?
Yes, you can go, Rose.
Yes, is it the number of stars depends upon the number of questions or the what is the level of the questions?
Okay, thanks for that question. The number of stars are depending on the learner answering questions correctly. So sometimes,
okay.
yes, yeah, because a learner can answer question a lot of number.
Yeah, I did see that there are learners doing 100 above, but no stars.
Yeah. So the stars are indicating the questions that were answered correctly.
Okay.
Because learners cannot move from a basic questions to an easier, from a basic question to an easier and medium and hard if they are not answering questions correctly.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Rose, for that question. Yeah, I will move on now to the mastery tracking sheet that I would like you to also share with you, teachers, as one of the tools that you can use to assign consolidation practice to your learners. So this is how the mastery tracking sheet looks like. So for each and every grade, starting from grade 8 up to grade 12, we have the mastery tracking sheet. So the mastery tracking sheet also helps with regards to learners having a place where they can write down their login credentials. Because most of the times you'll find that learners are creating duplicate accounts, and the reason for that is because they forget their login credentials. So if they write their details here, and then after writing them, they paste this paper on front of their workbooks or in the back or inside. So we encourage that you teachers can print out these tracking sheets for your learners so they can paste it on their books. And then you will notice that on this tracking sheet, all the chapters that are available for them to practice are available on this tracking sheet. And you will notice that next to each and every topic, there is a code that a quick code that a learner can use to access this particular topic. Can I ask again which topic any volunteer from you teachers would say that can we look at this particular topic? Just for the sake of the example. I guess it has to be a message. Exponents. Okay. Okay, let's use the exponents. Let's go to G8P 3.1. Okay, so the learners on their side, okay. Sorry, let me just go back. The learner on their side, they have this box where they can type in the code that it's on the mastery tracking sheet. G8-P and then hyphen and then 1.3. And then they say go. And then it takes them exactly to that particular question they need to do. Okay, Rosette said exponents. Okay, let me just go to exponent. It's G8 hyphen P and hyphen 3.1. Yes, sorry. And then it takes them to the exponents. And then from here, they can practice answer the following questions about the power 1 to the power 5. What is the base in the expression? You can answer. Then you can also put another one. And then if they want to continue, they just go to the next exercise. Or they can just, they can just go to the next exercise if they want to continue in this particular topic. Okay, let me just also show you. We also have the summary assessment. The summary assessment here, it's the summary of all these topics. Okay, we are in the exponents. So it's a summary of all these 3 topics that are available here on the exponents. So when the learners are done practicing here, you can also advise them to make use of these summary assessments that were created by us at Siyavula internally. So a learner can just take the code again, G8A3. Let's go again to the code. Sorry. G8 hyphen A 3. Then you go, and then it takes them to the summary assessment that has been internally created by Siyavula. And you can see that it is made up of 25 questions. So a learner can start practicing from here. And my colleague Mbali next week, she will be presenting on the assessment. So she will be touching in terms of how you can also view the report of this summary assessment. Any questions from their teachers before I move into the past papers?
Yes, this tracking your progress, is it for the learners or is it for the teachers? Can I see their progress or they have to assess themselves?
Okay, these sheets are designed for learners. So learners, they can track their progress by coloring the stars here. But also this information, it's available on their learner account. It's the same information that is here. So as they are practicing, the stars will turn yellow. So also on the mastery tracking sheet, they are also just have to color the stars. And then
they have to do their own.
Come again, Rose?
They have to do their own. It's not automatically coloring here.
Yeah, because it's a paper that you'll have to print for them, and they will paste it on their book.
Oh, it's not already created. We have to create.
It's already created these documents.
Under where? Where should I check? Is it home or?
Yeah, I'm going to show it to you now when you can access them.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for that. Okay, so if you want to access this mastery tracking sheets, so you just have to come here on your teacher homepage. On our new navigation panel here, you will see we have this link that is called support.
Okay.
And then you click on Help Center. And then you can, on our Help Center, anything that you want to know about Siyavula, it's available here. And then you scroll up until you get to pre-created assessments.
Okay, thank you.
And then you can scroll and then until you get to mastery tracking sheets.
Same page down.
Yes.
Okay.
And then you'll find that you can download the mastery tracking sheet here for grade 8, grade 9, grade 10, grade 11, and grade 12.
Then for individual learners, how do they get access?
Come again, Rose?
For individual learners, if I choose grade 8, can I just see what happens if you click grade 8?
Yeah. In terms of you viewing on your side as a teacher, they are progress as they are practicing. I'm going to touch on it when I'm speaking on the performance report. Okay. Does that answer your question?
No, I'm asking if the learner click grade 8, so they are going to get this form, then how do they like personalize? Isn't it for the whole group? How do they personalize for their own use? Do they rename it or just? No.
Yeah, okay. So this is what you as a teacher have to download on your side and print for your learners and hand it to your learners in class. And then the learners will paste it in front of their workbook. And then to make it
we have to print this.
Yes, we have to print this.
Oh, it's not an online thing.
Yeah, it's not an online thing.
Oh, okay. Okay, then I understand.
And then they will just write their details here and then.
Oh, okay, I understand now.
Okay. Thank you very much for those questions, Rose. Okay. No any other question, teachers, before we move on? Okay, I will move on. So another tool that you can make use of as a consolidation practice tool, especially when you are also preparing your learners for internal assessments, tests, and also exams, you can come to the past papers. As a teacher, you just come here on our visible menu, click on past papers, and then you click on a particular subject that you would like to view from, and then you can click on a certain grade that you'd like to view the past papers. And then you scroll, and then you'll notice that there is Maths paper 1A and Maths paper 1B. So A and B is just to show that these are currently the two past papers that we have at Siyavula. But the advantage with Siyavula is that unlike a hard copy question paper where they only have one example, with Siyavula, they would be able to do, the system will be able to generate many kinds of example of the same question so that the learner can master the skill of that particular question. So when you scroll down, you'll find here there are topics. You'll find that it's written that Maths paper 1 topics. When you click there, it's going to show you the topics that are included on Maths paper 1. So you can, based on the topics that you know that you have already covered, you can tell your learners to go and practice on those particular topics in prepping them for exam and also for internal tests. So which, any volunteers from your teachers, which Maths paper 1 topic that we can explore from here? Anyone? Or should we go to science this time? Or maybe let's go to science.
Patterns and sequences.
Yeah, sure. Thanks. Let's look at science. Thank you.
Science, grade 11.
Thank you very much.
Oh.
Me.
Mr. Christopher, can you come again? Say your line is a bit unstable. Okay, is there any physical
Perhaps
science?
we can take the one that was just before Mr.
Happy.
Movirin. Someone did offer something else, I
Okay,
think.
any other teacher who would like to volunteer for science? Should we explore physics
Statistics.
topics or chemistry?
Physics. Okay, physics. Electrostatics.
Electrostatics, okay, let's go there.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so it's going to show them the question. And it also shows the marks that will be allocated for this question. So okay, if you can try to answer this question, I don't know whether Mr. Christopher will be able to answer this one from the spot, or maybe calculator will be needed.
The thing is, I'm listening over the phone, so the font is too small.
It's too small. Okay, let's just. Mike, do you want to take a chance? Okay, let's see the question.
This one is going to require a formula.
Okay.
Charge Q1, Q2 over R equals to what? And I don't have a calculator here.
Okay, let me just.
But we do have.
Just put an answer.
Yeah, let me just put any answer.
No. Distance is no. At least let's get the units right, Lungelo.
Which one?
Okay.
Sorry, man. Which one, Megan?
Meters, at least.
Okay.
What are they
Meters,
calculating so that I can give you the units? What are they calculating?
the distance.
So it's
but
meters.
yes, but I don't have
Okay.
a calculator there.
No problem, my kids. Okay, so when the answer is not correct, it's going to say, are you
Yeah.
sure? Take another look at your answer. And
Yes.
then it giving the learner indication that something is not correct with your answer. And then they can
Yes.
say final check. And then, yeah, meters is correct. And also the actual answer, it's not correct. So, but what is nice is that it gives the full solution in terms of the concept behind the question that has been asked and what the learner should have understood. So it explains the question thoroughly and also the answer. So the learner can choose whether to try exercise like this again or go to the next exercise. So that's the advantage with using the past papers on Siyavula. It's that there are many examples that a learner can generate for doing the same uh, structure of a question. Okay, now I'll move to the performance report from where you are able to view how your learners are doing, starting from the practice and also the past papers. Let me just, okay. So I'm just going to make use of our Explore demo class. When you click on the demo class, you will find that there is these links that are available in your real classes. They are also available here on the demo class, and then click on learner performance. That's where you'll be able to track their practice. And then you can also come here to change. Here you can adjust the report according to the date range of your choice. I will just keep it year to date. Do you want do you want the chapter mastery to take into account all the sections or only the sections that were attempted? Then you can select your own choice here and create the report. Then you scroll, and then it's going to show the learners in your class, their average mastery. And then you can also make use of these arrows to, depending on how you want to see them, starting from the bottom alphabetically or starting from the top. Also, in terms of their performance, you can click on this arrow, starting from the lowest average mastery to the highest average mastery. It's going to show you the number of questions the learners did, the number of stars they've accumulated. So this helps when maybe you have gave them to practice as a form of homework and say to them, I would like you to go and practice and accumulate 2 stars for tonight's homework. And then with the ability to adjust the date range, you can adjust it from maybe yesterday when you gave the homework to today. And then you will be able now to see how many stars they've accumulated in that time frame. And you're also able to see the last time they made an attempt on Siyavula. Then when you scroll, you're also going to see the summary per chapter and section of your class. This gives you a clear indication in terms of your class understanding in the topics that you have covered. Where are they in terms of their understanding? Because this is a summary report of your entire class. In terms of the algebraic expressions, these learners are sitting at 82%. The average number of questions that have been done is 184. The last time there was an attempt made, it was on this date and this time. And you can also use the show heat map. Show heat map easily highlights for you learners where they've put more work and then where they've done less work. So the darker the color is, it's where they've put more work, and then the lesser, I mean, the lighter the color is, it's where they've put less work. They've done less work, yes. And also you can click on the chapter to show you the topics that are under that chapter and say show heat map. Also highlights for you the amount of work that has been done in each and every chapter and where maybe the learners are lagging behind. So you can even use this summary report to diagnose where the understanding of your learners, and then you can easily see which topic that you need to further assist them so that they can do well also in. And then so you can also view this report for an individual learner by just clicking on the name of the learner. And then it shows you now the individual report of a learner. Then as you all know that all our reports are downloadable in Excel sheet format, so you can click here to download this report for your own record. Okay, and then when you scroll down, you'll notice that we also have the mastery per chapter, where you can see that in each and every chapter, what is the mastery level of your learners. So to view all the chapters, you just move to your right. And then when you scroll down, questions completed per chapter. Then if you want to see how many questions they've done in each and every chapter, you can also come here. Then you move to your right. Okay. And then now when you want to view in terms of when you want to view now their past paper activity, you can, when you are here on the learner performance, you can just scroll down on the performance report, scroll down until you see past papers, summary per topic. Now you are able to see, okay, on maths paper 1 topics, what activity has been done so far by your learners, and when was the last time they made an attempt. And then you can also use the show it map for that. Unfortunately, we don't have sufficient data for this section. So it shows the average results, average question, the last time of attempt, past papers result per topic. So you can see the results according to the topics that you have encouraged them to go and practice. Then you just move to your right to see all the topics. And then past papers questions completed per topic. You are able also to see how many questions they've done in each and every topic so far. Then you move to your, apologies for the zero data here. It's just that we are still developing our demo class. So, but as soon as we're done with it, we'll have more data on it. So any questions from you teachers so far? Are we all good?
Sorry.
Okay.
Is there any method I can download this learner performance and send it an email to the parents?
Yes, it's possible for you to be able to download it. As I just had mentioned, that all our reports have this option where you can download it in an Excel sheet format, and you can email it to the parent, or you can print it. But before you download it, it's important that you click on the name of the individual learner.
Okay,
yes,
yeah.
so that you can print the report of that individual learner.
Then will that be all the information will be transferred into the Excel sheet, or
Yes.
I have to retype it? No.
All the information will be transferred there to the Excel sheet.
To Excel sheet. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Rose. Any other question, teachers? Okay. Yeah, if there's not, so there's no other question. Okay. Moving to the next slide. So in conclusion, teachers, I would like to remind you that we'll be incentivized, we will also incentivize, the incentivized activity of the week will be the most improved learner activity. So as you encourage your learners to practice, as you are making use of this theme, that is consolidation practice. So we will look at the most improved learner activity in a school and then give prizes according to that. And also we'll look at the viewing of the learner performance report. So we'll look at which teachers they viewed the learner performance report and how many times they viewed it, sharing with us. Another point that we'll be rewarding you with prizes for, it's when you share with us via WhatsApp your creative way of incorporating consolidation practice in your teaching. So we'll be giving prizes this week based on these three activities that we expect you teachers to take on as a challenge this week. And then moving to the next slide. Conclusion, weekly prizes will be announced on Friday, on the 19th of May via WhatsApp. Siyavula Schools WhatsApp line, it's 083 598 1624. The theme for next week will be assessments. And then my honorable colleague Mbali will be presenting on this topic next week. And then that brings us to an end, teachers. Thank you very much for your time and for your participation in this webinar. We totally understand that you are in one of the busiest careers, but we appreciate each and every time that you make to attend our meetings. So thank you, teachers.